It has been amazing as a school for Charlie. He struggled with his emotions, naming his emotions, and kind of with playing with other kids. It was just a really great way for him to start off his journey into school. And they were so patient with him and really helped him learn how to be a friend, how to play, how to name his emotions. If he's getting overwhelmed, he can take a second. It's been really helpful for Charlie to learn how to feel those emotions and identify those emotions in other people too. Either stop or say, I'm sorry. Is there something I can do to make you feel better? So it's helped him a lot mature emotionally. It's helped him so much. Even at home, I can see at home, he utilizes the things that they've taught him at school. And all the teachers are so loving and warm. All the staff they're very comforting to the kid. I think he's going to be, has such an advantage already. I can already tell. I watch other kids his age and I can just tell that, the kids who have gone to Opportunity School, they do have such an advantage, I feel like. They already have that love of learning and love of other people and respect for other people and respect for themselves, and they can stand up for themselves. And I think he's going to have an advantage over all the other kids, but I'm biased.
I love working with the littles because they love you. They want to please you. They come to school and ready to learn. I love teaching them, their letters and their sounds. And when it clicks for a child that sounds go together to make words, they start putting those pieces together and they learn how to read. That's what is most exciting for me as a teacher. You just sit down and talk to a child like you just open the world up to them. We also really liked how they took the kids on field trips. My son Colton was in the 3-year-old class and they took him to the zoo. Such a cool experience because they weren't just looking at the animals. And I remember they stopped at each animal and talked about what they ate and where they lived. It was just a really cool experience. I highly recommend Opportunity School. It was great for me as a parent. It was great for me as a teacher, and as a kindergarten teacher, I can appreciate the kids coming in because I know all the work and heart that they put into them at Opportunity School.
A year before we came to Opportunity School, we were definitely struggling. I bounced from apartment to apartment, trying to give them stability, and they just didn't have stability. They witnessed, a pretty big fight between me and their father, and it was not something a little child should ever see. Opportunity has given them that safe place. They know that they can go to their teachers and talk to them about it. If they're having a hard time or they're missing mom or they're missing dad, just make them feel really welcomed and into the classroom. They would, go above and beyond, giving them little snugglies or a calm down space so they could take a minute before they walked in the classroom. He goes to play therapy, Paisley goes to play therapy, and I think it's really helped them. But that one-on-one extra connection with somebody and to feel like they're in a safe place to just communicate and, have fun. I absolutely love how their teachers communicate with me daily. I love that because I'm always please give me little tips and tricks here and there because I'm not perfect and I don't know. My kids are definitely changing and growing and learning, and so am I. Just walking into here in the morning sometimes, I had a cafeteria lady. I don't know her name, but she really made my day and made me feel safe and welcome. She just took one look at me. She knew I was having a hard day and a hard week, and she just offered me a hug. And I sat there and I cried with her for a minute, and then we were good. And she continues to ask every day, how are you doing? Are you having a good day? How's your week?
I think you just have to deal with them one-on-one, especially the ones that have had a harder time. You try to take more time to be more caring, a little more nurturing. Eventually they just warm up to everybody. It's something that I guess, I don't know if it's all the therapies and all the people around here that help, and eventually they just come around, but it's good to see. They start learning so young. A lot of people think, oh, well, they're just babies, or they're just, 1 or 2, they're not gonna understand, or, they just come here to play. But they are so smart and they just understand so much more than we think they do. And just to see them and just to see their parents come in and be like, oh my goodness, they just know this, and they're just, their behaviors are getting so much better. And, and then when they compliment you, you just feel so good about it. The staff is just awesome. The director, assistant directors. They're always willing to step up and step in to help. And everybody, even the housekeeping, everybody keeps everything so nice and neat. And, if you need anything, they're ready to help, get you what you need for your class to make it a little bit better and a little bit, run a little bit smoother. So it's just a great place.
She was born with autism, and so now she's nonverbal.
From when she first started, actually, it really was no wordplay, hardly no interaction, because most of her life she was in the house and kept away from everything.
We were scared at first because we didn't know if she would be okay here with being nonverbal, but so far we've been blessed.
So development is still going to take time. But I think especially with the therapists that she's been having, occupational and speech therapists, the teachers that she have, in the beginning and here now, they've all played a big part in seeing her develop from her activities to speech.
So I think that it's great that Opportunity School gives outside therapists to come here to, help the kids grow, help them learn.
They keep it real detailed, and that's one of the things I think is a positive to have, especially when a child is nonverbal, and even not. You want to engage with the teachers as well as the teachers engage with the students. That type of relationship plays a big part in the whole process and development of all these kids that are here.
So before she started school, she was very emotional. She didn't know how to play with others, like say certain words. She didn't know how to do any of that. The moment we put her in school, it's like we seen a big difference. It's kind of like, is this my child still?
Here to where she is now, she's more talkative, she's interactive, feel like she's on the verge of giving us full sentences, or at least being able to help us understand what she needs, and then her being able to help us understand what she needs by her sign language and doing more and all those kind of things. So I think she improved a lot, and we constantly let the teachers and everybody know that.
Opportunity School is about equipping families and their children, primarily low-income families, for success in school and in life. That's our mission. I just really believe that what we can do in the early years is super important, and that all kids deserve the best start we can possibly give them. When I run into parents and they tell us how great their kids are doing, that just gives us a boost of adrenaline, because I just love hearing those success stories. And it really illustrates how important a great early start is. We know that what we do at Opportunity School, that the benefits will live on. We're one of the only nationally accredited programs in Amarillo, maintaining that quality, not just growing and adding classrooms for the sake of growth, but really maintaining quality throughout that growing process. Some of our kids don't have safe places, maybe outdoors, to play. And mom's working a few jobs and they can't go to the park. So we want to create just very welcoming, beautiful outdoor learning opportunities. We want to raise the bar for all children in Amarillo and throughout the Panhandle. They deserve everything we can do for them.
One of the biggest hardships I had to go through was when I had Penny. GPS had took her at the hospital, and I had to fight hard to get her back. I was on drugs, and that's why CPS took her away from us. I'm a part of Downtown Women's Center. I just graduated March 3rd of this year, and I don't live at the graduate house no more. The graduate house, she knows all of her colors. She knows all of her shapes. She can count. But I want her to go to the Opportunity School, because when I moved over to the graduate house, I can just walk her down to school. When Opportunity School called me, I'm like, well, I'm going to put her there. I appreciate all the workers. Whenever I feel sad, I just pull them to the side, and we'll have a long talk about what's going on in my life. And they give me words of encouragement and just tell me what I need to hear. Without the Opportunity School, I would not be where I'm at right now. I would not be happy. Penny would not be happy either, because when Tim was away, me and her struggled a lot. Not just we didn't struggle with each other, but we struggled with our emotions. All the workers are like, you should get your kid to go to opportunity school because all the workers, they're great, they're a blessing, and they could teach your kids. Whenever I see Penny, her face just lights up, and she says, "Mommy, I missed you all day." She says, "I love you," and she's supposed to come up and give me a hug and a kiss, and that brightens my day every day.
So it is a lot to get all the materials and the supplies to provide these kids with a rich learning experience. So for all the donors and people who give to Opportunity School, thank you. And keep giving because it makes a difference.
I would like to thank everybody that does donate or comes to volunteers because they're the support system needed for Opportunity School for Downtown Women's Center. They're the support.
We are so thankful for all the donors and everybody who contributes to this to, provide this for all these kids. It's so important and such an advantage for them. And I know it means a lot to the parents and the kids, and it's just so great to see the opportunity that they have here. It gives them such a head start on their education and their love of learning and just life in general.
Every dollar we raise, big or little contributions, all are meaningful to us at Opportunity School. And I could not be more grateful for the support of this community, for people who say, yes, how can I help? Jill, what do you need? And so that is life-changing for these kids.